Welcome to Craft Beer Friday. Let's talk about a product that I bought on Instagram. On tonight's show, the Fizzics DraftPour system. This is a single can use draft pour. Essentially, you can do single beers. Opens up. It accommodates up to 750 milliliter bottles. You pull it, it pours your beer, you push it forward, and it dispenses a foam, much like a nitro pour. It unifies the bubbles, so it gives you that nice creamy texture. So I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to show you how it works. I have it set up. I'm going to flip it to another camera in a second to show you how it pours. It is powered by 2 AA batteries or a USB outlet. I have it hooked up to a USB outlet because that's what I have. So we're going to hook this up. Get this set up. I have used this a few times. I do recommend, if you do get one of these, to use a larger style can. The small cans, it's hard to get depending on the glass you use. You're supposed to go 2/3 of the glass on a pour and then the last bit foam. I found on the smaller cans, if I use too big of a glass, I don't know where 2/3 is. So I didn't get the correct styling of beer. So right now I'm going to get this in the draft pour, and we'll cut to the other video and you can see it pouring. And of course, too much. Again, it's a little hard to do it, but if you can kind of see, basically the machine makes the bubbles more unified, and it is a very frothy, almost like milkshake consistency that you get from a nitro draft. Without nitro, there's no air in this. It is a pump system. So after you use it, obviously you got to run warm water through it to clean it out. If you do stronger beers, you have to clean it out a little bit more, but overall pretty cool. Pour looks good, smells good. Cheers to these beers. I'm going to drink it through the foam. So I've had this from a can. This is Eastern Market Brew Company's Jumbo Juice. That's what I had last week. First thoughts, it is creamier because of the style of it. Still same tastes. If anything, I think it enhances the aroma of the beer, but I think this is a really neat tool. It's a kind of a cool talking piece if you're going to share a beer with somebody. If you have a larger can, obviously this was not as big of a glass as I thought it was going to be. Just because it's taller doesn't mean it's going to hold more. But it's really cool. And it also holds up, so you can do any size can. You can do a 12 ounce, you can do a skinny, you could do a giant Foster's can if you wanted. It's not craft beer, but you could do a big can like that. You can also include, and it fits 500 milliliter bottles or 750 milliliter bottles. So if you have any of the big KBS bombers, that'll work too. So pretty neat. I'm going to link the product in the description below. If you're if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, if you're on Instagram, I'll tag Fizzics there and you can go check it out. I got this one. There's 2 different models. The other one holds a growler, and I felt like for a person, as the only person drinking a beer in my house, because my wife is gluten-free and is not going to drink this is a better option because it's the single can and it's in a quantity of something that I'm going to drink. I felt like the growler, if you're going to put it in there and use it, it's good for probably like a party. Well, we're not supposed to have parties right now. And if you are, shame on you. But it's definitely a cool thing to include if you've got a home bar and you don't have like a kegerator or something. It gives you that simulated experience of having a draft beer. And once it normalizes out after I had a horrific pour, that looks great. And it tastes good. So I think for some of the heavier beers like stouts, I think it would actually be really good. I haven't run a stout through it yet. I've just done lighter beers and beers that I've had before because I know the flavor profile and I know what it tasted like. So I wouldn't say like, oh my God, this is, nothing's going to replace, CO2 or actual nitro tap. But I think this is a really cool thing that you can do. So if someone's like a super beer fan in your life, definitely check it out. It might be, Father's Day present or a cool Christmas present or something, but it's definitely like just a neat bar thing. So have a great weekend. I'm going to finish this beer and finish the rest that's in there. We'll see you next time. Thanks.